What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. This is your review for Chasing Atlanta season 4 episode 5. So listen, I'm a little late, but I'm here. We start this episode off. We have Lauren England. She is back from China. She said that it was good for her. She made some deals over there. Now she said a $5 million deal. I think it was more like this deal could be worth $5 million. You know, you sign contracts and stuff all the time, and based on what's in the contract, you potentially could earn. I don't think she came back with 5 stacks up in her bank account, but that ain't my business. Whatever. Um, um, she also had a conversation with her dad where she was saying how basically she was saying that she was ready to be who she is and authentically be her, and that she was going to start, her transition, and that she needed to talk to her dad about it. Now, honestly, it looked like she already started her transition, but I'm glad that, she said that she had to get over living for her family and worrying about her family's approval and live for herself. Now, her dad said, listen, at the end of the day, me and your mama gonna always be proud of you. Like, maybe your other family members might have some issues with what you're doing or how you living, but don't worry about them. And he specifically said your aunts. And I remember Jalen saying something about when he had his family members pass away, when he was going to the funeral, his aunts asking him, well, who you coming as? How you gonna be dressed? So it sounds like there's some auxiliary family that have issues, but his support system seems to be there. His dad and mom seem to have his back. So her back. Sorry. Her back. So cool. We got it. Boom. We see Oliver meeting up with Jerron. Listen, I'm not about to entertain this whole scene. Jerron is playing Mac Daddy, trying to get with, talking about he ready to settle down, and he missed his opportunity, but he ain't trying to miss his opportunity again. He want to be with Oliver. He talking about marriage. Oliver is giving him that side eye, like, boy, bye. I ain't here for it. I'm not feeling it. And it was just a real lot. Like, it was a lot. It was a real, like, he was really coming on strong. Like, really coming on strong. But then he brings up Q. Listen. I'm sick and tired. Sick and tired of Q and this conversation about Q and Oliver. Either we're gonna sit down and find out and have a talk down, or we gonna. I'm tired of talking about it. I'm tired of it. But either way, we find out that Jerron has a relationship with Q, and him and Q used to date or something. And Oliver was like, well, wait a minute, hold up. You just letting me know this now? Like, we've been sitting, like, you trying to talk about some marriage, but you letting me know that you used to mess with my homeboy, that you knew I have a problem. Like, he already knew that him and Oliver had fallen out. And he was like, well, from what Q was telling me, you was running your mouth and telling his business. Oh, so not only do you know that me and Q fell out, you know the whole story. Like, it ain't just oh, well, I heard some things. No, you know the whole story. So once again, we getting into the Oliver Q situation, and like I said, I'm over it. At this point, I really don't want to know nothing else about it. And Jerron, I don't know how you call yourself shooting your shot, but you about to sit here but you gonna sit here and give us a whole shot. I don't know how you shooting your shot. Anyway, okay, now we got Troy, Dominique, and Oliver. Troy is ready to start his YouTube journey, but he wants to have a show, and he wants it to be professional looking. He don't want to just come and do a show from his living room like everybody else. Honey, he wants a studio with lights, camera, action. Listen, I ain't mad at you, Troy. I ain't mad at you. If you can do what you do, okay? If you can do it and you can get it done, go ahead. So he wants Oliver there because, of course, he wants Oliver's help and support. He got Dominique there, and they sit down and they have a little whoa, 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 woo, 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 wah, wah. Once again, I feel like we just reiterating what we have already talked about. Troy is letting Oliver know, I'm not going to do the field day, but I am going to have a brunch for my birthday. Can you come? And I want you to be my co-host. And Oliver was like, you sure? He was like, I'm sure. You sure? I'm sure. Dominique, then, and Dominique was there. Then, of course, I think, once again, we had to talk about, hold on. Now, this brunch is supposed to be the whole crew. Everybody's supposed to be at this brunch, including Lauren, including Q. Now, I thought Q was still in LA, so I don't know how Q's supposed to be at this particular event, but okay, I guess he is. Now, um, once again, Troy is trying to have a sit down conversation. He wants Oliver and Kendra to sit down and clear the air. And Oliver was like, listen, I have always been available and ready to have a conversation. But she always show up on 20 and we can't never get to a conversation. We can't never have a conversation because she show up on 20. Okay? Then, once again, we have, so then we had to hear about Dominique and Troy and the Lauren England. Listen. Dominique, you don't have no beef with Lauren, okay? Your issue with Lauren is over a situation that happened 2 years ago with your sister, not even you. And yes, you talking about the way things went down. You ain't appreciate how her boyfriend talked to your sister. Lauren didn't have nothing to do, didn't interject, didn't get in the middle of it, and Lauren still owe your sister a paycheck. Listen, if your sister ain't taking Lauren down to the Judge Mathis, Judge Judy show to get her money, why you worried about it at this point? And Lauren said she didn't see you in public. And you was like, hey, girl, hey. But you didn't have no smoke. Girl, go sit down somewhere. Then we got Troy. Troy, your beef with Lauren is over a situation that happened at the reunion last year that really wasn't Lauren's fault. It was really her boyfriend at the time. She ain't with this dude no more. Why are we still holding her accountable for the actions of a dude she don't even fuck with? And at the end of the day, that was her dude at the time. What was she supposed to do? Lauren didn't even get up. Like, anyway, your beef is with Q. Go take that smoke to Q. I bet you won't. I bet you won't. And I ain't talking about Q from the streets Q. I'm talking about Q, Lauren's ex-boyfriend Q. I bet you won't take that smoke to him because that's really who you need to have the smoke with. But you won't give him the smoke, will you? I bet you won't. Anyway. So, then we had, Lauren in her new apartment with her friend / wannabe assistant talking about all the things that she wants to do and how she needs an assistant, and she had this great deal over in China and she wants to open up a salon. But then she went on to talk about, so she wants to open up a salon, but then she went on to talk about how in her business the money be funny sometimes and the money goes up, the money goes down, but she need a ride or die. Well, you need to be paying people. You got a ride or die, you need to be paying people. And you want to open up a new salon? Boy, girl, what happened to the old salon? What's wrong with the old salon? See, this was wrong with people. She talking about she want a new salon with marble floors and all this, that, and the other. Girl, you better go on back to that salon that you done already opened up, that you done put all that money into, that's probably sitting with a padlock on it right now, and open that thing up, dust off them chairs, and get back to work. Okay? And how you... Lauren, you know, I be working with you, girl, but sometimes you be doing the most. You be doing way too much. You be doing way too much, okay? Sometimes I be working with you, okay? I mean, I be trying to work with you, okay? But it be too much. It be too much. So now we're down to Kendra at a video shoot with Wayne the Pain, Dominique, Rico with a K. You know, they're all there, and they're talking about coming to the brunch, and they're like, you know, she's like, yeah, I need to come to the brunch because I need to talk to, you know, Lauren. Lauren gonna be there. You know, we got some unfinished business, whatever. And then they were like, well, what about you and Lauren talking to Dominique? And Dominique was like, well, you know, I mean, everything was cool until Lauren talked to Oliver, and now it's an issue. What? That's not how I remember that going down. I remember Oliver taking his dog to get groomed, and you telling Oliver all your business, knowing good and damn well Oliver was gonna run back to Lauren with the shit. I'm confused. A lot. I'm confused a lot. I don't know how this is Oliver being messy. Now, don't get me wrong, Oliver is messy, okay? But I don't know how this was. Anyway, we at the brunch, okay? We are at the brunch. Everybody shows up. Cameron is actually there. Well, not everybody shows up. Cameron is actually there now. Lauren and Q are not there now. Like I said, I don't even know why we thought Q was. Last I checked, Q was still in LA, but maybe he back, and I don't know he back. But we are at the brunch and everybody shows up. We're all there. Now I have looked at both episodes at this point because my review was late, so I'm just going to incorporate the uncut with the cut. And if y'all haven't seen the uncut version, then y'all just gonna have to go because I ain't about to sit here and separate what I remember and what I don't remember from each episode. So they came in. The food was late getting there, so they was playing some icebreaker games, and everybody was there except for Lauren and Q. Like I said, so Cameron was there, Travis was there, Dominique. It was Troy's birthday. Oliver was the co-host. Um, um, who else? Anyway, y'all know everybody except it was somebody I'm missing. Wayne the Pain, Kendra. I feel like I'm missing. Oh, Dominique. So everybody is there, and they're playing these icebreaker games. Now Oliver, you was a little long winded because they was doing a what was that? Love, hate, whatever. Basically, something good that happened this year, something bad that happened this year, something that you have coming up. And I'm gonna say this: everybody has some good things coming up, and I can applaud that because that's what this show ultimately is about. What are you chasing? And it sounds like everybody got some stuff going on and some things that they have coming up. You know, Rico got a record. You know, he's trying to get out of his old record deal and get into a new record deal, so he could, well, get into doing his independent music. Travis said he's got a lot of things coming up, as far as you know his radio career and stuff like that. Kendra's got a lot of projects coming up. So people sound like they have some things that they're working on, which is good to see because I feel like sometimes we get lost in all of that. But here's my problem, Chasing Atlanta. That's not what you showed. Like the whole show is about chasing. Why we ain't hear none of that? Like why was that in the uncut version? That should be the stuff that we hear, especially since you about to show us a whole damn fight. Give us the positive before you give us the bullshit. But whatever. Lauren sends an edible arrangement, but she sends the edible arrangement to Oliver, basically saying, you know, she wasn't, you know, she's sorry she wasn't able to make it or whatever. Now, what's her name? Kendra's only reason for showing up was to have a conversation with Lauren. Like, in this moment, she ain't even really tripping off of talking to Oliver. She could care less. She came in, she didn't speak to Oliver. It was what it was. And Oliver, you know, let her not speak. But when the edible arrangement came, then she felt some kind of way because she was like, what's that about? That's the only reason why I'm here. Oliver, I'm not even here for you today. I'm not even here for the smoke. You know, I'm really here to talk to Lauren. Now, in that moment, and Troy felt some kind of way because Troy was like, well, hell, it's my birthday. She's sending gifts, but she ain't sending the birthday boy a gift. Troy ought to felt some kind of way, too. Like, how you fuck, you gonna not show up to my birthday event and you gonna send a gift to somebody else? Now, I don't know if the AC wasn't working in that joint or not, but a lot of people look like they was fanning themselves. Now, I don't know what that's about, but okay. Now, when Travis got there, he went to go hug Dominique, and Dominique made a little smart comment about, oh, you're not going to pull me down, are you? And Travis was like, boy, what you talking about? And that goes back to that whole Christmas party situation. Like I said in my last review, I don't think it's cute or funny when we playing games with sexual harassment, but it is what it is. So Oliver was talking to Kendra in that moment, saying, after Kendra said, I'm not even here for you, Oliver. Like, you got a pass today. I ain't even here for that. Now, Oliver, in that moment, you should just let the shit go. But you were compelled to say something to Kendra, I guess along the lines of, well, I understand, you know, how you feel, but this is just, you know, I feel like Oliver was just at a I'm just sick of it kind of moment. So then Kendra was like, what are you talking about? I told you I wasn't really here for the smoke with you today. Like, I told you I'm not even here worried about what you're talking about today. What happened was, because everybody keeps trying to figure out what set Kendra off. Kendra said something about him playing the victim. Now, I still don't understand where the play the victim piece came from, Kendra. I don't know where that came from. But here's what set Kendra off. Oliver had his gold bottoms, his gold fronts, the bottom. He went to go take them off. when Kendra snapped. Now, listen. In Kendra's mind, what Oliver was doing was the equivalent to me taking my earrings off, right? She was like, "Oh, so that's what we doing now? That's what we doing?" And she flipped because in her mind that was go time. I don't think that's how Oliver meant it because, like I said in that couple of episodes ago, when he put them, when he had them gold teeth in, trying to do that interview, and his speech was all slurred and stuff, and I was like, "Don't do that again." Like, don't wear no gold teeth when you got a whole lot of conversations to be had because it made him sound like he had a speech impediment, right? And I feel like that's what he was doing. He was taking them out, but I certainly don't think like he was taking them out to fight. But it didn't matter. That was it. That's all it took. He took them golds out, and Kendra snapped. She's up. Now we about to fight, right? Now we about to fight. And it was just a melee. They were able to get Kendra away. She's picking up shit like she gonna throw it at Oliver. Oliver's like, "Girl, throw it. Do what you gonna do. Go ahead. I dare you. I dare you." They finally get they get her in the bathroom. They trying to talk to her. She's talking to Andario. So that's how you know the shit, because she was talking to the producer, and she's really on this. Oliver is trying to be make himself a victim. Oliver's trying to make himself a victim. Now I don't know where that victim came from, but like I said, if you look back at the video, she snapped when he took his gold teeth out. That's when she snapped. Anyway, child, by this time the food done came, and Travis done got up and fixed him a plate. They running around fighting, holding people back, screaming and hollering, trying to keep everybody separated and everything. And Travis then fixed himself a plate, sat down, said his grace, and proceeded to eat his food. Listen, let me tell you something. Travis said, "I paid $30 good dollars. $30 good dollars, okay, for this here plate. $30 good dollars for this here plate, okay? And I'm gonna eat this. Y'all can fight if you want to. You fight around me, up and down and around me, but I'm gonna eat my damn lobster, pasta, whatever the hell it was." Now, everything seemed like they got everybody settled down or what have you. Now, Oliver was saying he was leaving. If Kendra was staying, he was gonna leave. He said he wasn't here for it. They let Kendra come in, and Kendra sat back down. Before that happened, Cameron was trying to talk to Oliver and settle everybody down. Anyway, everybody was trying to settle down, okay? Everybody was trying to get everything settled down. They were trying to move objects so that Kendra couldn't throw nothing else. They were trying to settle the whole thing down. I'm not even going to discuss Kendra showing the most utter disrespect to Storm in that damn costume. I don't know what that was about. But either way, Kendra came back, and I guess the idea was for them to sit down and calm down and finish eating their damn food. Because the only person that got a plate at this point is Travis. Well, that didn't happen. Kendra threw something at Oliver. Troy, somehow or another, Troy and Wayne the Pain got the scrapping. Troy's friend with the dreads came jumping from the rafters, and they scrapping. Child, Travis is still sitting at the table eating his damn plate. Poor Dominique got knocked down. Rico got hit with a damn chair. It was a lot going on, okay? They finally got everybody broken up and separated, okay? And listen. Listen, it was a lot, y'all. It was a lot, and I it was just a lot, because I just felt like this whole situation was just ridiculous and could be avoided. Do I think that I really just feel like the whole situation could have been resolved. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, where we left off, we got Troy, Oliver, and Travis outside. Travis is still carrying that damn plate. I need y'all to know. He left, and he still got that plate. in his hand. And that's pretty much where we left off, y'all. I guess this week we're gonna pick up where we left off. It's whatever. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. I know this review wasn't a lot. It just, I'm over it. I think I'm over it because I just think this whole situation is ridiculous. I think Kendra is ridiculous. I think the way the situation was handled and played out was ridiculous. It's just too much. Anyway, I'm done.